Welcome to the Art of Hitting channel. If you love slow pitch softball, you know the name Andrew Collins, one of the most electrifying hitters of the era. From Team USA dominance to crushing it in the Border Battle Series, Andrews has solidified himself as one of the most feared sluggers in the game. In this exclusive interview, we'll dive deep into what makes Andrew such a dominant force. His mindset, his approach at the plate, and his raw energy that he brings to every game and his team. I think you'll find Andrew an interesting guy to listen to. And what will you get out of this video? We're going to obviously get into the discussion with Andrew to share his approach, what he sees as his approach to the game. We're going to do some slow motion video that will let you look at Andrew's swing and see how it compares to other swings you've seen and see the dominating force of this big slugger. And as I said, you'll get some elite hitting tips. And now we'll spend some time going through some analogy of maybe his swing. But having watched Andrew perform on his biggest stage, I've always admired his energy, passion, and raw power at the plate. Now, I get a chance, up close and personal chance yesterday of watching his swing and watching these balls go 400 feet plus. Pretty amazing hitter, pretty amazing guy. Enjoy the video. We have Andrew Collins here. Andrew, how long have you been playing the game?
Oh, man, since 19, but conference, this will be my 14th year in the conference.
You got what accolades you got to date? I know there are a lot. You're one of the best in the world.
I was fortunate enough to win MVP of the season, and I was even more fortunate enough to be MVP of the World Series twice. None of those really matter to me. I'm more of a win at all costs, so as long as my team's winning, that's truly all I care about.
You know, when I came up to you this morning, I told you the story how I remember you, and I thought I was, accurate in that, and then you confirmed it. But when I saw you playing at Vieira there, you were playing with all, but you played like we played back in the day, because I guess you guys were coming back, but you got all fired up, jacked up, man, right? That's you, right?
Yes, sir, that is me.
Yeah. I said, I love that guy.
When my first few years in the game, I was around your guys like your Halls, Purcells.
Yeah.
And those guys they paved the way for guys
Bruce
like
Meade
me.
was out of the picture by the time
he was. But boy, did I hear some stories about those guys, and I feel like I'm doing the game an injustice if I don't. Every time I step on the diamond, 110, run through a wall from my pitcher. I feel like I'm doing an injustice if I'm not doing those things.
Dude, you got the swing, you got the look, dude, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got the package. But listen, what we like to do is always great talking to great players. What are like 3 things you'd recommend guys to do to be a decent hitter?
You got to work at your craft. Doesn't matter if you're an ex-MLB player or just a kid coming up through the ranks. You have to put into the game if you expect anything out of it. So I always try to get out on the field 2-3 times a week, and if it's just by myself, I'm hitting off of a tee. You can always fix little swings, little nicks in your swing, with a camera and a tee. So I'm fortunate enough to coach a baseball team, so a lot of the times their cardio is shagging for me. So I'll get up, I'll have my kid pitch me BP and get some good time with him on the ball field. But you want to get out there on the field.
You got a son?
Yes, sir, I do.
You a good ball player?
He's a good football player.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Big stud like you?
Hopefully. So that's the first thing. You got to put the work in. 2, you got to stay humble. This game's going to give what you give back to it. I've seen a lot of guys thinking they're bigger than the game and short-lived. That's probably my second advice. And the third is you got to train for it, right? So on the weekends, if you're on good teams,
right?
Yes, sir. If you're on good teams, you're playing 6-7 times a weekend. That's a wear and tear on your body. Even for the young guys, you want to be at your best come Sunday, at that 2 o'clock championship game. So even if it's just running or light weights throughout the week, you want to stay on some type of routine, put good things in your body. That way your body doesn't fail you when you need it the most.
Yeah, take care of that body. That's what you got the rest of your life.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me ask you one other question. That this is like the peripheral issue that a lot of people talk about at all levels. Is when you walk in that batter's box, a lot of guys want to be thinking, oh, this or that. What do you recommend to a hitter who goes in the batter's box? What are you thinking?
So
What's in your mindset?
I like to have 2 game plans, right? And that's crazy to think, thinking multiple things to your head, but I have a team first swing, a mentality, kind of how I was taught by the older guys.
Swing at the first pitch.
If the first pitch, if it's like, say I'm trying to go backside, 3-4 hole, and it's outside, even on an 0 count, I'm going to take that pitch, right?
Because okay, that's good.
The pitchers nowadays in the game, they're smart. They're not going to give you what you're looking for. So if they make a mistake, you got to capitalize on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do beat you, you got to have a secondary swing, right? It can't just be, oh, you got me beat, I'm hitting a home run. Because then you turn into a selfish ball player. I'd rather make an out from my team than to hit a selfish home run. I've been like that my entire career.
That's a good plan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that's some great advice. One of the great players of all times, Andrew Collins. Nice meeting you, big guy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I would have went middle.
I'm behind you. Hey,
It don't matter.
I'm getting behind, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
Jamie does your hands are super quick. Yeah, okay.
dude, I love that swing right there. That may go. It's certainly high enough. Yeah,
It's a good pitch.
about 330. Look, folks, you hear that? Even studs like Big Andrew get tired swinging that bat.
The double.
Oh, Andrew. Holy mackerel. Folks, you can't appreciate how far that was hit, really, folks.
Pitching was outstanding, Kirby. I'm just saying.
Not bad at all. I don't know what they're talking about.
You can't wait to be. Well, you hit that low without a senior bat, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you think? What do you think of the difference? Could you tell the difference?
Oh, absolutely.
20 feet further.
The exit velo for me, I don't know if it's a thing or not. I think I overswing senior bats. So for a guy who stays smooth, maybe an 80% swing, these bats are insane.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, let me get. Well, let's watch some of these swings of Andrew, and we're going to watch him in slow motion. I felt that was best for my audience to watch his precision in his swing. As I say, he's one of the best hitters in the game, and the young guys these days. Yes, he's a big man, big strong man, fast, great athlete. Goes through his routine, his ritual, as you call it in softball. Gets his bat in position, legs separate, nice athletic stance. He's got his weight balanced. Then he's gonna come back. He's leaning back a little bit anyhow, right? Just his normal stance. The way he's set now, he's loading. He raises that leg high. When he comes down, he comes around and explodes with his wrist and hips. Hands first, hips follow. Or I should say, does that little routine with his bat. Up, down, I should have said, and then up. Does that a couple times. the ritual that different players have different ways. I just bounce my bat on my shoulder a little bit. Other guys do different things, but come back to this, the set point, the load point. Load's like a lot of people, hands a little lower. He comes around, boom. Like I say, it was hitting him out in the trees, 400 feet. Just unbelievable, actually. So you just watch the rest of these swings by Andrew and understand he loads, strides, lands, comes around. Boom. You want to keep your hands back until you explode. If you got your hands back and you get a little ahead on your swing, you're still going to get a decent swing off, more than likely, but it's not going to be in sync. The thing about hitting, it's simple until it's not. I mean, there's a lot of little nuances in what you're supposed to do in a swing. That's why you take batting practice, batting practice, batting practice, batting practice, till it becomes just natural. You can't be in the box thinking about jack. You need to be thinking about hitting. And when you see the pitch you saw in batting practice, you know you can take it wherever you take it there. And you don't aim, you swing. This guy swings with all with everything he's got. Watch it. Now, you might say, well, hell, he's not keeping his hand all the way on the bat all the way around. You see, he goes around and pretty much stayed on it. But when you hit the ball 400 feet, you ain't much critiquing you can do for anybody. That man, it's just impressive. I'll be honest with you, he hit the ball as far as Bruce Meade used to hit the ball in practice when I was, played with Bruce and around Bruce. I mean, because the amazing about his balls are not only hit well and far, but high. And that was Bruce Meade, man. He could hit them high. And Bruce hit the ball over 500 feet, with less, the bats were not like they are today. I don't know how far he would hit them. But the balls were different, too, so who knows? Mike Dill pitching. Mike Dill on the mound, throwing nothing but strikes. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Great job, Mr. Collins. Great hitter, great player.